Every woman I've ever spoken to over 50 has a story that starts with something like, well, I didn't see that coming. A health scare, a career ending, a big, messy life detour. But these storms didn't break them, they built them. So if life has thrown you a curveball, stick around because today we're talking about turning your setbacks into the start of your second act. You're listening to This Woman Can. I'm your host, Janice Sutherland, where I help mature professional black women take charge of their careers and lives to create a future on their terms. Hey everybody, and welcome back to This Woman Can, the podcast where we celebrate the brilliance, resilience, and the magic of women over 50 who are redefining what success, freedom, and fulfillment looks like in this next chapter of life. I'm your host, Janice Sutherland, Career and Life Strategist, mature black woman, and your midlife hype woman. And I'm here to remind you that it's never, never too late to rewrite the script. Now, after interviewing maybe around 100 incredible, mature, midlife, grown ass women, one truth always stands out. Reinvention doesn't come easy, but it is always possible. We have been through some storms, health scares, career shake-ups, empty nests, relationships ending, or simply waking up one day and realizing the life we've built just doesn't quite fit anymore. And yet, every single woman I've spoken to has found a way to rise again, sometimes quietly, sometimes spectacularly, but always on their own terms. So, today we're talking about how to turn, should I say, life's biggest curveballs into your second act. So, when we started out, and probably me included, and yes, I did, most of us had a plan, some sort of a plan, the one where you'd work your way up the ladder, build stability, maybe coast a bit into retirement. But life had other plans, and life loves a good plot twist. Maybe it's a job loss, maybe it's menopause wreaking havoc on your focus, or maybe it's quiet voice that's saying, there must be more to life than this. What I've learned in this is that when the plan falls apart, it's not the end of your story. It's an invitation to write a new chapter. The women I've spoken with over the years didn't reinvent themselves because it was trendy or it was a fashionable thing to do. They did it because staying the same became unbearable. So that's your first lesson. Sometimes your setback is your setup. Now, reinvention isn't about pretending the storm never happened, that, if I shut my eyes, it might all go away. It's about asking yourself, what did it teach me? What did I learn from that mishap? Many women told me that midlife forced them to slow down and reflect, not on what they'd lost, but what they had learned. One said, my burnout gave me boundaries. Another told me that losing her job helped her find her voice. And honestly, I could write a whole book on that. And maybe I will. It's in the offing. But the thing is, reinvention doesn't mean starting over. It means starting smarter. You already have decades of wisdom, resilience, and the receipts. You don't need to prove yourself anymore. I've said this numerous times. You just need to trust yourself. And if there's one thing midlife has taught me, and every woman I've interviewed, it's this: you can't do it on your own. Reinvention happens in community. It's the girlfriends who cheer you up when you land that first consulting gig, the women's network that connects you to opportunity, the coach, hello, who reminds you that you're not too old and it's not too late. It's the partner that supports you on the days that you're feeling like no one understands what you're going through. And when we share our stories, we give others permission to dream again. So listen, your circle doesn't have to be big. It just has to be intentional. That's the difference. Because one encouraging voice can be louder than 10 critics. So if you're standing in the middle of your own storm right now, wondering what's next, take a breath. Take a deep breath. You've survived everything life has thrown at you so far. You can absolutely handle this too. So here's your gentle homework. I haven't given you some for a while, but this week here's some homework. The first thing is, one, name your storm. What is the thing that challenged you? Secondly, find the lesson. What did it teach you about yourself? 3, take one small act towards what you want next, even if it's just writing down the dream. Because reinvention doesn't start with a leap, it begins with a decision. So, ladies, friends, listeners, if life has hit you with a few surprises, don't see it as the end of the road. See it as your chance to rebuild, but this time on your terms. Remember, this woman can, this woman will, and that woman, yes, you already are. And if this episode resonated, don't forget to share it with a friend who's rebuilding her life one fabulous piece at a time. And don't forget to follow This Woman Can for more conversations that remind you just how powerful you are, even in the storm. Until next time, stay fearless, stay fabulous, and keep stepping boldly into your second act. And remember, if I can, you can, this woman can. Take care until next time. Thanks for listening. If you got something from this week's episode, please let me know. Better yet, share it with your friends, colleagues, and anyone you know who can benefit from this message. Don't forget to subscribe or write a review and connect with me at my website, janicesutherland.com, where you can also subscribe to the This Woman Can newsletter or connect with me on LinkedIn. Remember, you have the wisdom, resilience, authenticity, and power to create a life on your terms. And if I can, you can, this woman can. Take care until next time.